Oh. Okay. First order of business. Okay. Who's coming to the Invention today? Right. Recognizing. Exactly. Well, speaking to actually ask little, competition teams doing. Glad you're back. Can't help myself. Okay, starting down. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be playing the mentioned welcoming song. Okay, then we're going to be, oh my goodness. I have quite a bit of things to do today, that I am behind on, that we are all behind on. So we're going to be watching the horoscope from Deborah Silverman, Sun in Cancer, Moon in Aquarius today. We will not be doing a whole lot because I have a lot of videos to make that I am very, very behind on. So that's what I'm going to be doing today for a majority of the time. But I want to welcome you to the new mentioned guests from the stars and the protagonists and the hosts of Just Add Magic. Olivia Sanabia playing Kelly Quinn, as you all know. Aubrey Miller playing Hannah Parker Kent. I remember the names. And Abby Donnelly, is that how you say your last name? Playing Darby. Now, I have resemblance prayers for each and every one of you. Okay, and there's probably more than one resemblance prayer. And those resemblance prayers will be tomorrow, okay? Well, actually, one of which is going to be today, and then the other tomorrow, and maybe two tomorrow and one today. Since we have just a lot of stuff to get into today. So I think that you can recognize Zach Callison. He's been in my mention since the end of June. And we just had his concert a couple nights ago, and we honored him with the customs and custom resemblances and songs and the picture and the voice, and we did several things. Where we went to the park, we had a picnic. He actually got scooters and bikes for us to ride around, and we took a walk, and then we also went to the mentioned headquarters, and we helped out over there with sorting us. So we had some really good quality time, and they put on a concert, honoring him with a lot of really, really great songs, and he is having lessons with me, because I want to hear him sing melodic songs that are not pop songs, up to Julie Andrews' level. And today, we're going to be putting some of those tracks on your channel. We're going to be recording some of those things later this afternoon, right? Actually a couple this morning. I forgot. A couple. So we're doing Whistling in the Dark, and then this afternoon, we're doing the Place Where the Lost Things Go. So that should be really, really, really super duper exciting. So we're going to be recording those in a studio room. We're going to be heading, you and me. I'm going to be driving. You're going to be in my car. We're going to head up to the Minton headquarters because they have several studios, and we're going to go into those studios. You're going to bring the lyrics and the music with you, and we're going to I'm going to play like the little instrumentals, and I'm going to be like in a lot of those types of rooms, there's like windows where the person can watch into the person recording. So I'll be sitting over there with the little buttons of sounds while you're standing at the microphone with probably headphones, I don't know, singing and recording yourselves. We'll put it on your channel. It's going to be very, very, very exciting. Another thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be singing Hamilton off of a parody of Just Add Magic. Okay? So remember you did the Hamilton parody, all three of you? Okay. Well, we're going to add on to that because it was really, really creative, and it was a really, really fun song. But there's so much that happened in Just That Magic, and you can't really cover everything. So that's what I'm going to be doing. We're going to Zach Callison, who is an actor and also sings not only pop songs very well, but melodic songs that Julie Andrews can sing very incredibly well. So he'll be singing Hamilton with you on his character and the things that he did and everything, because I was very disappointed when, he wasn't in the Hamilton. Why wasn't he in the film? Oh. So what's going to happen is, mid-afternoon, we're going to be having the very, very first resemblance prayer. Then I'm going to be interviewing the actors on the show Just Add Magic, and I have a lot of questions to ask, obviously, on the show and how it was acting and the spells and everything. That'll be really, really fun. Then I'm going to be having the resemblance prayer for, we're actually going to be working backwards today, Darby. And then after that, we're going to be recording the second song that you're going to be doing, the Whistling in the Dark and in the Place Where the Lost Things Go. Exactly. So that's what the plan is. But for the rest of this morning, it's just your own time to do whatever you want to kind of have fun while I get the things done that I need to get done, and I have a meeting at the headquarters that I need to go attend, so there will not be anything going on this morning, just to let you know. So I do have a couple images, and one thing that I do to honor the Minton guests is a concert, but I don't really have anything in mind for all three of you, and also I'm going to put your pictures up on these walls over here sometime whenever you see them up there. But what we're doing is we're going to be watching episodes of Just Add Magic, Season 4. We're going to be watching the very, very first episode, maybe first couple episodes, it depends, this evening. Okay, this evening we're going to be doing that, okay? And then tomorrow afternoon we're going to be heading over and we're going to be ordering smoothies, watching the second episode of Just Add Magic, Season 4. On the second episode, we might go to Buxton Park and admire the flowers and have time to bond and connect and everything like that, and talk and do things and all of those types of really wonderful things to have quality time. So, I told them about I'm going to be watching season 4 of Just Add Magic. No, it's season 4. I wonder why it's called season 301, 302. That makes no sense to me. So, season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. Unless it's the longest running show on all of, like the history of television. But that's not the case. No, season 4. So we'll be watching that season and really getting into it. And I wish I could make chameleon cauliflower. I wish that there was a magical cookbook. And that's really getting into some of my questions that I have. If I did, I would probably turn myself into Julie Andrews. And then one this video being the neatest thing. So these are a couple pictures from season 4, Zach Callison. Oh, something I forgot about. This morning, I'm going to be doing the things that I need to do. After we get done with watching the horoscope, I still have it in mind. I'm going to be making takes with you. Okay, and I told you about this last night. We're going to be making little videos of you talking like you're from the 1800s, using 1800s slang, the sort of American accent, very elegant, refined American accent, talking like you're from the 1800s, and also the 1960s. I think that'll be the neatest thing. Seeing you in another point of view. So this is the Zach Callison now, and then back in the 1800s, this would be a Callison. Neat. Different person, but the same person. Okay. So I want to introduce you all to Kathy Stein, who has been at my Minton since late April. When the Minton guests are in their honorary time, that means that they're in a way glued to the Minton until they become the Minton person, until I lose interest. And they either become the Minton person or they leave and they can come and go whenever they feel like it. So Kathy comes to the Minton every couple, 2 to 3, 4 days. And she balances that with her home in Ohio and she's a dance teacher. She owns Candy Apple's Dance Center in Canton, Ohio, and she was in Dance Moms. So she goes there and she teaches class and deals with the competitions. Actually, she does that quite a bit of the time because I let her, because I'm busy with so many other things. And then when she has free time, she comes back here to the Minton. So she is here today, and she'll be here for all of today. She'll be leaving again tomorrow, so that's kind of how the thing works. That's really all. So now I want to talk about the resemblance prayers. So the resemblance prayers is what is going to be going on. So Darby, Abby, those two names fine. Your resemblance is going to be really obvious one. It's going to be one that you're going to be very interested in. You might really like. Let me ask you a question. Have you read the books for or seen a movie or a series on Anne of Green Gables? Well, that's excellent. That makes a lot of sense, because you know who you remind me of? Yes, exactly. You remind me of Anne Shirley because, well, first of all, the hair, kind of fun, light, positive, kind of a little bit all over the place kind of thing. Like she was kind of in her head a little bit. She liked to talk a lot, which is a good thing, and her hair was red and everything. So I think that this mention will see the resemblance pretty darn easily. And if you are interested, there's a Netflix series on Anne of Green Gables, and the actors who played Anne Shirley will be coming here today, and we will have the resemblance. But this whole mention should see the resemblance, because I certainly do. It's a really big resemblance. I think that you could play the character rather well, don't you think? And there was yet another small, medium resemblance. And that is going to be one of my old friends, who is going to be what I call an opposite gender resemblance. And resemblance is one of the many ways we honor the mentioned guest. So opposite gender, honoring the mentioned guest from the mentioned guest, and a resemblance, opposite gender. So you're female, resemblance in the male. And indeed, one of my old friends that I knew a long time ago, it will be coming here for that resemblance. We're going to go around the cycle. So we're going to be doing the prominent resemblances, like the big resemblances, and then the medium to smaller ones after. So Abby's resemblances, Aubrey's, and then Olivia's main resemblance, and then we're going to do all three for then the medium to small resemblances. And those several qualities that we're going to talk about, we're looking for resemblances, and that are very, very similar to my old friend, which is a male. But I think that if you, just people always tell me, why did you pair this up with this? This doesn't make any sense. Well, look at the little details. And that's how it is. Really, really neat and special. I see all kinds of things with resemblance. So, okay, so now I'm going to move on to Aubrey. So, there's a couple resemblances. Actually, maybe about 3 resemblances. Actually, 2 will be in one resemblance. The other one will be in a separate. So, I had a counselor when I was in middle school that looks like you, that brown hair, very, very thin, that has the same accent, very, very similar, talks a lot like, has the same, speaking personality and qualities and all those kind of things. And then the other resemblance will be another person that I had in middle school. One of the special ed teachers that I did not have, that was very, very nice, will be coming here, as well as the actress who played Carmen in the movie Spy Kids. If you've ever seen that, will be arriving here for that resemblance. There will be, so the actress who played in that, on the Spy Kids movie, and then the other special ed teacher will be in 2-in-1 resemblance, which will be several days from now. And her name is Mrs. Chernus. She'll be here, I'm the counselor, will be here tomorrow afternoon at the same time for your resemblance. Last but not least, first of all, is Olivia Sanabia. And there is not a whole lot of resemblances I can think of, because I think people are on your own person. And that is really, really special when there is a mentioned person that doesn't have any, real resemblances. Sometimes come across mentioned guests who have small resemblances, but I don't want to bring people to one place for such small resemblance, and or they have no resemblance. So the very, very small resemblance is going to be the actress who played as Violet in a series of unfortunate events on Netflix. If you've ever seen that. Oh, you have. Isn't it a good series? It's very, definitely very dark and grim. And, I mean, it's silly, but it's just very, very heartfelt. It's just, there's no happy endings to everything. I know if you've probably seen that. And if Karen Olaf had a magical cookbook, he would probably be making chameleon cauliflower. Probably would. With the disguises and everything. So, that's your only resemblance. Because I can't really think of anything. So, you're going to have yours the very, very first day of resemblance. And then, so day 1 is today, your resemblance. Day 2, so day 1, so yeah. So your biggest resemblance. The next day, your biggest resemblance. Your resemblance. Your medium to smallest resemblance after that day, and then the day after that is your medium to smallest resemblance. Well, those 2 in 1 quill. So that's how that is going to look. I just want to clarify that for you. And I think that you can probably, if you meet these individuals, then you'll see and hear what I'm talking about. So, because we do this every time, because it's a little goal of ours that we try to keep up with, we're going to be watching a horoscope from a woman who does astrology. She has a channel. It's something I can talk about. So her name is Deborah Silverman, and she has a YouTube channel, so you can go on there, Deborah Silverman Astrology, and she has different horoscope videos. She's very, very well known for her impressions of the 12 signs, and they're a little bit animated, a little bit over the top and exaggerated. They're not, really realistic, but they're pretty fun. And then videos on all the signs, the anxieties of all the different zodiac signs. She has videos on the different planets, Saturn, the different elements and everything. She's an astrologer and also a very, very famous psychotherapist as well. So, Aries. Oh, how nice. When's your birthday? April 13th. Okay. Oh, alright. Okay, so you're kind of on the cusp a little bit. That's when Zach was born, on the cusp as well, aren't you? And doesn't know his sign. Wasn't really familiar, but I'm going to say Sun and Libra. Only because for several reasons, but very, very fine combination mix between those two. So, we're going to turn on the TV, so we're going to be watching the horoscope. Okay, if I could find the remote, and so you can all pull some chairs up to be able to see this. So, okay, now, let me just get this figured out here. Let's see if this thing can work. Because this thing's a little bit slow, so that's one thing that is annoying. Okay. Hopefully, this will be in favor. Be able to get this thing. Okay. So I'm just going to it's gonna be a really, really hot day today. It's not working. Okay. Okay, here it is. Now, I'm going to see the house and I'm going to try to make it so that everyone can see what what it will be here, which is always the tricky thing. Okay, so I'm going to sit here. This is really, really tricky. So you're going to have to find the space so that you can see what is going on here. Let's see, you can sit on the couch. There's also a couple chairs from the kitchen that you want to get. Everyone else find your chairs and everything and set them up here. Okay, so is everyone... Oh, good grief. Okay. Did I really do that? Okay, no, that's great. I think it'll go back to what it originally was. Okay, that'll have to do. So, now is everyone being able to see it? Okay, because it's really difficult to make it so that everyone still have to adjust yourselves that way.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, July 6th.